Hey, welcome back. Now we have solved the two layers. First two layers, F2L. And we're going to top the top layer, the DLL, right? So we're going to talk about the top layer. Again, you already have a yellow cross here. Many cases you may not have a yellow cross here, and it is actually aligned also to a good extent. But it is not in the right place. As you see, blue and blue are matching, yellow and yellow. Red and red, yellow and yellow, but here it is yellow and green are swapped. In many cases the yellow may be facing you, it may be to the right, and it may not even. In this case actually I have gotten that, luckily I have gotten a yellow cross. If you don't get an yellow cross, how do I do? So I'm going to distort this so that I don't get an yellow cross, and then I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, here it is. So you see that this does not have yellow cross, even though it has yellow center and the yellow edges. Some of the edges may be there. In a very rare case, you won't even have edges properly. It may be one or two edges. It may not even have edges. So generally there will be two edges, and you will see most of the time they call it as 9 o'clock. The 9 o'clock concept is important for us to understand how we go forward. So imagine that you have a center and edges, two edges, rotate it so that you get 9 o'clock. This is like they call 6:15. So 6:15 is not what we want, and neither do we have these numbers. We rather have a 9 o'clock. So keep the 9 o'clock in your mind. Keep it like this, where you have the face, and it need not be aligned. I mean, it can be anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. So I keep this as center, but it should be a 9 o'clock concept, right? So as long as the 9 is there, you start with it, and you do the following algorithm: F, U, R, U star, U prime, R prime, F prime, and you will see that the yellow cross has come, right? If I want to distort it, I use the same algorithm again. It will distort again. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. So you see that now you got this is a second important concept on the yellow cross. If you don't get a 9 o'clock, if you don't get two edges, you may get a straight line. The edges may be in the straight line. And in this case, you will get a different formula, which is slightly different from what I said now. In the first case, you said F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Here, you will do just the reverse. F will still be there. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So either way, in both the cases, you are not distorting the two layers, and you are getting the yellow cross. This is an important concept for us to go to the next step. And the next 2 or 3 steps will be to orient the yellows on the yellow corners, and then permute them, and then finally orient them. That is what we are going to do. Okay.